Today we are doing the unthinkable. We are telling you guys, the people, the good people of the internet, what our sales were last year in 2024. Because we're in 2025. It's a new year. It's a new day. It's going to be awesome. But we're going to take a look back at all the months and the year of 2024 and what were our sales? What does a video game store make in a year? It's coming up soon.
Game begin.
All right, we're gonna dig into these numbers from last year, 2024. How much money did we make in 2024? Can I retire? Am I rich now? No.
Just straight up destitute.
Yeah, dilapidated.
I don't think it means what you think it means.
So we're gonna talk about a couple things. We're gonna talk about the first quarter of sales. So we're gonna go month by month, January, February, March, all that. But before I do that, we just got some cool things in. Check this out. Guys, we now have air fresheners.
Do they smell like the store?
No.
Oh.
That would be great. That is maybe in the future. So these are, it's supposed to be like black ice. Like it's like the most known air freshener. So these are now available all up in the store, guys. Air freshener is kind of cool. And then we have a new shirt design for the store. Check out that.
Yes.
You guys like it? The bits? Now, something that I will say that we haven't done the best job of is incorporating bits into things. We're gonna do it this year. I really wanna do plush. We have to have a 3D rendering of that. We don't have that. We just got 2D bits. That's all we got.
So if
right
that's
now.
something that you do, reach out to us.
That would be
We're
great.
in the market.
Yes. So I thought it was cool. I actually saw a vintage shirt with just Taz's face, and it was just his big head, and then it said Taz. So I had our guy, Mr. Collect It on Instagram, make that for us. So that's pretty cool. All right, so let's get into it. January 2024 was our worst month of the year. So
Makes sense.
Makes sense. So you have all the year, October, November, December, Christmas shopping, all this stuff happening. And then, so like today, it is January 6th. As you can see in the store, pan it, give it a good pan. I think we have one customer. We've got one customer because school is back. Kids are in school and it's kind of the catch-up time. You got Michael over there. He's putting he's putting up games, and it's the time to recoup, to re-energize, and to get things back in order. So it would make sense that January would be our lowest month. For the month of January, we sold $76,884 in video games. Not bad.
Not bad.
Still good.
For your worst month.
For our worst month, it was lower than the previous year. So we did go down a little bit in January. So 76,000. February was 93,338, which was good. And then March, so this rounds out, we're gonna go into quarters. Our first quarter, March was 112,000. I'm not 100% sure why that month was so good. It was our second best month of the year. Maybe spring break? I don't know. I really don't know why. But that whole first quarter, we were at $282,222 in sales.
Cash money, I'm gonna make it rain. I'm just gonna pick that up real quick.
For the store. Now that is just sales. That is not including cost of goods. That's not including all the other stuff. But we're gonna do a nice round number for now.
We are back upstairs with Jared. I think Jared needs some sort of a nickname, like the digital doctor or the analog artist. You guys tell us down below.
Jailbreak Jared.
Jailbreak Jared, that's right. We need a nickname.
We need
for this guy.
alliteration. We need a J before the Jared. So that would be preferred for me. Yeah.
All right, so what are we working on today?
We got a disgusting looking NES. It's extremely yellowed. The shell is just all around not good looking.
Looks like it's been in an 80s bowling alley for a long time.
Right. And we got this clear NES shell. So we're gonna transfer the guts from this ugly NES into this clear shell and make it look pretty.
Ooh, I love that.
I hope the inside of this NES looks pretty though. You never know. If the outside's this ugly, you never know about the inside. But we'll make it work. this reshell, I think it went pretty smoothly. The old shell, if you remember, it was extremely yellowed, and I put all the guts of that one into this clear shell. There's a couple things I had to change, like for example, this is the original power and reset button. If you can compare the two, you can see how yellow the old ones are. So I swapped this out with some good looking ones that aren't yellowed. The only thing perhaps that isn't too pretty is you can kind of see where the RF shield has been rusted or whatever. But other than that, I think it looks pretty great. I had to retension the 72 pin connector, so games won't give you the flashing red light. That's routine maintenance. Other than that, I think it looks great. Other than a little bit of rust here and there, I think it looks perfect.
Nothing screams 80s and 90s like clear plastic.
We even got the little square here. Nobody really knows what it's called, but I like how they retain that. They didn't get rid of that. But yeah, looks great.
Great job, Jared.
Remember the red tent? People really enjoyed this episode. He had Minty Tim in it. He's a character.
He is.
And we got the red tent hanging out. Dude, my son, he says he speed runs. And when he says he speed runs, he just runs as fast as he can all the way through the level and dies most of the time. But the red tent is here, meaning we had to put the Sega stuff someplace. Whoosh. Michael.
There's always more space.
So this has always been notoriously the dead area, the dead space. This used to be a a glass case.
That's right.
And nobody ever looked. We put Skylanders in there at one point. We put like new controllers just because if somebody wants it, we'll be like, oh yeah, we got them right here. Now why am I being tough on Sega? Well, let me tell you, Michael. Let's dive into some numbers. The worst selling categories in the store last year. Worst. Now I get some of these are a little niche, but 5 of the top 6 worst categories were Sega.
Yeah.
Ready? Number 6, Sega Dreamcast. We sold $7,000 in Sega Dreamcast stuff. Sega Saturn, $5,947. PlayStation Vita was number 4, $3,000. Sega CD, $2,895. We're getting lower. Sega Game Gear, $1,363. That's total all year.
Yeah.
That's how much we sold.
Yeah, that's not Q1. That's a year total.
And number 1, worst selling category. Now this one is debatable because it's like an attachment. Sega 32X, $1,297. 5 of the 6. So that is why.
Weak sauce.
That is why we've put them over here. People still like it. People still want to collect it. But it's over here. Michael did all of that. It looks great. And then we added the signs.
Yeah, Rick put the signs up here.
We added the signs. It's not too bad. I like it. So there's that. And then we're going to jump into Q2. Right? Real quick. I'm going to rapid fire these, all right? Q2. April was good. $89,918. May, $96,496. And June, $101,206. So our second month where we broke 100,000. And the reason being is now we're moving into the summertime. And the summertime is when sales are really good. So you kind of have January, February, March. It's a little bit slower. You get more trades. People are more like spring cleaning, bringing things in. And then you start to see a little bit of an uptick in sales as you move from April and into the summertime. So Q2 was $287,000, $620 in total for Q2 sales. We have now moved into the Switch area of the store. Why? What's so important about Switch stuff? It's very important. Okay, I want to tell you guys the best-selling categories. Will's so loud.
He is.
Talking to customers, trying to help.
Personal
Actually,
connection.
If you've never met Will, he will talk your ear off, but man, he is good at it. He likes to talk to people. He likes to build a rapport.
That's right.
Okay.
Some people are like, okay then.
Okay, so-
all right. Okay then.
Especially when he has that dragon on him.
All right. Bye. Okay.
Especially when he has Scooter on him.
That's right.
All right, best-selling categories. Number 6. So remember, we just went from Sega CD or Sega 32X was $1,297 for the year. Sega Game Gear was $1,363. All right, now let's flip it. The best categories. Ready? So number 6, NES, $63,000.
Yeah.
$592 in NES sales. Number 5, PS4, $66,840. Number 4, we're getting close now, N64, $70,000. Number 3, PS2, $73,122. Number 2, GameCube, $73,980 in sales. And number 1, surpassing number 2 by double, Nintendo Switch. $167,130 in these games sold last year. 163,000. Well, that's also including consoles as well. So that's our categories, best-selling categories for the year. We're about to talk about the lowest quarter of the year for the store. And it's understandable because now we're dipping into school. Summer's awesome. People are hanging out. People are driving in. We're right off the interstate too, if you guys didn't know. If you're going to the beach, you're going to wherever, we're just a hop, skip, and a punch away. We're right there off the interstate. Boom. I'm going to give you Q3 numbers. This NES, though, just got traded in. And I am telling you, I think this is the most beautiful NES that I've ever seen. I don't know if you can even see the texture. Like the texture, the little roughness is still perfectly intact. This has not been cleaned. This is literally how this NES came in. And I thought it was notable to talk about. Q3. So, in Q3, July, we are still in summer, all right? $105,416 in video game sales. That's a lot of games. August, school halfway through, right? 91,821, and then September, our second lowest month, right behind January. September was $78,020. So that was our lowest quarter, and primarily that's because school is back in session and it's kind of our cleanup time. It's like we're getting everything in order for the great Q4. The great storm of Christmas and holiday season.
Today we're gonna try a little something new. We're gonna do a level 1 review of a video game. We're gonna start off with the NES. I don't think Rick has played this game yet. We've got a few different options down here, but I think let's go with the Flintstones today. I don't think that he's played this game. So we're gonna let him play through one level of this game, then he's gonna make a complete judgment call about what that game is like with that level. So down below, we're gonna try to add this in as a new segment to the video series. So down below, give me a game that you think that we should play for the Super Nintendo for a 1-level review. All right, game 1.
Level 1 review. Here we go. The first one ever, Flintstones, but not the expensive one.
No.
Not the $2,500 one. This is the cheaper one of the two. And we're going to see. It's got to be good. Oh, I like the little cutscene, even though I skipped it. And I'm guessing we're just a straight up platformer. Okay.
You got a club that you can use.
Can I run? I can run. It's a run, jump, so you can't hold. Oh, you can. Is that powering up? I don't know. Graphics look cool. I like it.
Response pretty good.
The response fine. Okay, got a little hanging action. Get a hold. Then you flip up, okay. Interesting. Got some people trying to attack me. I will say color-wise, it looks good. You know, we're talking old school, guys. We're talking like 30 years old. All right, do I jump onto this? Nope, I jumped down here on this head. I think I'm seeing. Oh! Difficulty-wise, seems like maybe, even though I'm dying, seems more like maybe for the younger generation, which makes sense. Okay, so this is something. Can it fling me? Whoa! Okay. Hot dang! Ah!
Game for the younger generation. He cannot beat level 1.
Hey, I'm exploring. I'm exploring the game. I'm exploring the mechanics. All right, I'm gonna do something different. I'm just gonna go straight down this time. I'm gonna die.
Oh my gosh, you're terrible! We're gonna check back in when he's further along.
We're sitting now at this point.
I
got a weapon!
After many tries,
I've got a weapon!
Oh, he got it!
Damn, bro! What is this? Okay, I would say visually looks good. It's fun. It's a little platformer. 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10.
Okay.
It's no Mario, but if you're bored and you're sitting around, play Flintstones. Rescue and Dino and Hoppy. Hey, it's January 6th, and Master Chief still's got Christmas on him.
Yeah, we got work to do.
'Tis the season. Let's keep it going. Okay, we have now made it into Q4, the best time, typically for retail. So we actually got to like triple dip because October starts Q4 for us. October, November, December. But guess what? Something happened in October.
Let's see, what was that? Oh, that was Retrofest Arkansas.
Which we've already locked in the dates for this year, October 11th and 12th, bigger and better than ever. So, that's what's happening, Retrofest 7 2025. But we had it this last year, and we sold at the con, and the store was quite crazy because the convention center is like 4 miles down the road. So, last October, we did $106,650. Jump into November, now we're starting a Christmas shop. Black Friday's in there. $96,957, and then December, which is traditionally and most likely going to be our best month every year, $136,854.
Hey, so sorry to cut in. Rick said something that wasn't even a number, so I'm gonna have to give you the Q4 total for this year, which is $336,461, which brings our total year earnings up to
$1,181,646. And that's just not also including Whatnot. Whatnot was a separate thing.
Yeah.
We did just under $100,000 on Whatnot. We don't do a ton on Whatnot, but we do some. $100,000 is a lot. So
And Retrofest is separate too.
And Retrofest is separate. Yeah, these are just video game sales. So with Whatnot, we were right at $1.3 million for the year, which is actually what we were at last year as well, the year before. So pretty consistent, which last year was actually a pretty tough year economically for everybody. So to have the same numbers for the previous year, we're super happy with. So that's it, man. What do you think about
That's
that?
a good year. That's a
pretty
really good year.
I feel good about that. That's a lot of video. I always tell my wife, we'll have a Saturday, we'll do 8K in sales, and she's like, that's so many video games. I see that. I know there's the ones that are like $200 and $150, but there's a lot of like $8 purchases, $21 purchases, $17 purchases, and $8,000 is nothing to be sad about on a Saturday, let alone $1.2 million in a year.
Yeah.
So super pumped. I would say overall, Michael was asking me, how are my feelings towards this year? Anything I want to do different? I feel awesome. I was a little worried at the beginning of December. Our sales were a little slow, but Black Friday kind of crept into December. It was a little bit of a weird year, but I felt really great about it. I would love to have more online sales. I know. I have an online store, Rick. I live in Maine and I want to buy video games from you, but I know it's too far away. I hear you. An online store is not that simple. So we are working on that still. I see that being in the future as well. So, but overall, I'm feeling really good about this place. I'm feeling really good about this place. So let's actually get into reality though. Whoa, $1 million, $1.3 million. He's rich. He's the richest person I've ever known. Not true. That's not factoring in any cost. That is just straight up sales. We're talking about take half of that already. Take $650,000 and go out the door because that's cost of goods sold. You guys know the whole thing. We pay 94% for new games. You know, we pay anywhere from 40 to 50% on good stuff. Sometimes even higher, 50 to 60% on really, really good stuff. It goes away. And then we have 8 full-time people on staff here. Holy crap. Then we got insurance. What else we got, Michael?
Your bank loan.
Oh, a bank loan. That's almost $100,000 a year. The lease. We haven't even paid for being in here yet. It goes away so quickly. And if you would like to know more about that, we might do a whole other video about the real raw numbers. The 1.3 sounds awesome. It sounds like a fairy tale land. That is not the actuality of what we made, unfortunately. But that was the sales. It was a great year, but 2025 is going to be even better. Never stop playing.